Hello everyone, my name is Chris, and this video is going to break down a key concept in cybersecurity, the difference between data at rest, data in use, and data in transmission, and more importantly, how do we secure data in each state. Understanding these three states helps us answer important questions like where is data most vulnerable, and how do attacks happen. First, let's start with data at rest. Data at rest is data that is stored somewhere, for example, on a laptop, a device, a hard drive, a USB drive, a server, or in a database. Think of things like saved files, customer records, payroll files, or photos sitting on a device. Next is data in use. This data that is actively being used or processed. For example, when you open an Excel spreadsheet, type a password, or a system is processing credit card information in memory, that data is in use. This type of data is often stored temporarily in RAM, and that is important because RAM data can be targeted during attacks. Finally, we have data in transit. This data that is moving across the network, like when you send an email, log into a website, upload a file to the cloud, or when systems communicate with each other across the internet. Now let's talk about security. To protect data at rest, the main strategy is encryption and access control. For example, full disk encryption like BitLocker, database encryption, strong permissions, and least privileged access, and secure backups because backups are still data at rest. To protect data in transit, the main strategy is to secure communication protocols. This includes HTTPS and TLS encryption, VPNs, secure email encryption, and avoiding insecure protocols like plain HTTP or Telnet. For data in use, the strategy becomes more advanced because the data is actively being handled. Here's the focus here. Strong authentication like MFA, endpoint protection tools like EDR and antivirus, preventing malware, keyloggers, and memory attackers, monitoring system behavior and logging. So the strategy, of course, will change depending on the data state. At rest, you focus on encryption, storage, and security. In transit, you focus on secure tunnels and encrypted protocols. In use, you focus on protecting the endpoint and memory because data is exposed while being processed. In cybersecurity, the goal is to protect data in all three states because attacks can happen at any point in this process. If you understand these states, you're already building the foundation for protecting real-world systems and assets. Thanks for watching.